guys, good day. Today is Monday. What we are going to do now is we are going to do a vlog on how to test a generator alarms and
How to eat burger.
and how to check all the instrument which was installed on a generator. Number 3.
How to eat burger without Pepsi. Coke, without Coke.
Subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you.
Ang masabi ko lang.
Testing kami ng generator.
Yan lang ang masabi ko.
Ano ba sabi mo?
Yan ang masabi ko.
Yun. Kaya mag-subscribe na kayo mga kaibigan. Marami tayong tutunan sa bawat vlog na ito. Okay. In starting the generator in remote mode on engine control room, you must need to press the mode select, and as you will notice, this red light in manual will be off and the green LED light will be activated on auto, and also the standby and ready to start will be activated. So let's go. On the engine side, you will need to open first the starting air. So this is the starting air valve. You must need to open this one. Then once you open this one, you must need to put this lever from stop position to run position by putting it down. This is a mode selector switch from which you must need to put from remote into a local position. Then push the start switch to run the generator where the lever is in run position, and keep waiting until the speed RPM will reach with 720 RPM. Those are the gauges, pressure gauge, temperature gauges from which you will be able to see generator parameters. In practice, when generator runs, all the cocks on cylinder is open to remove and release all the moisture. This is a magnetic valve for fuel control, shutdown, starting air. Those magnetic valves are activated when you like to start and stop the generators. When generator runs, the fuel is controlled by means of these magnetic valves. This is the speed RPM pickup sensor from which the actual RPM speed of your alternator is being sensed and displayed on this panel monitor. Start failure will be activated when the starting air are closed. This ready to start blue LED light will be activated when the pressure, temperature, and speed pickup are in good condition. All the parameters on generator are satisfied. In here, you will observe that the fuel oil pressure we have here is 5.8 bars. This is the working pressure of my generator when the generator is running. And this is my revolution per minute, 720 RPM. In practice, when the generator start at first, to open individual cocks to release all the moisture accumulated on the cylinders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 cylinders. Then this is the RPM speed pickup sensor with plus and minus 24 volts DC supply, and the S is the which give a 720 revolution per minute, which being displayed on the local starter panel on my generator number 3. Also, I have one RPM speed pickup sensor which is responsible to indicate that my generator is already running. Once detected that the alternator is running, the green LED light on engine room and on the local starter panel will be indicated. Once it is removed, even the generator is running, the running LED light on the starter panel on also in the engine control room will not be activated. So I have two RPM pickup. One indicate for running and one is used to measure the RPM speed, the actual speed of my alternator. If speed RPM pickup sensor for running indicator is removed, speed global indicator light is activated. All sensors once removed the cable or wire, this alarm is activated. This is the terminal of my fuel oil leak. By testing it, I just remove it. I remove the cables. The normally closed contact will be open and leakage high level alarm will be activated. But normally, to test this one, you must need to put oil on it, on the tank. The floater level switch will be lifted up. The normally closed contact will be open and the fuel oil leak alarm is activated. Now I'm going to put back, and as you would notice on the engine control room monitor, all the alarms that we are tested will be displayed and verified. Sensors are working. This is a thermocouple sensors from which monitor the exhaust gas on my turbocharger inlet temperature, and the alarm will be activated by removing the wire on sensors. Normally, these sensors monitors the temperature also of the turbocharger. On top, I have the HT fresh water outlet temperature sensor. Alarm is activated by removing the wire on sensor. Normally, the working temperature of it is 70 degrees Celsius and the high temperature alarm set point is 85 degrees Celsius. Because the location of the temperature sensor is high, I would rather to proceed on this terminal box and remove one of the three cable. Once you remove one cable, the alarm will be activated and it will be reflected on the engine control room, alarm, and monitoring system. HT fresh water outlet temperature. So, sunod naman natin yung ibang alarm. This is a thermostat switch known as cooling water temperature high trip shutdown, also known as HTW out temperature high. Alarm is activated by removing the wire on the thermostat switch. The working temperature of it is 69.6 degrees Celsius while the generator is running, and the high temperature shutdown is 85 degrees Celsius. By removing the cable, the generator will stop. As you would notice and see here, there is a red light LED indicated on my panel, and there are alphanumeric code or letters indicating that alarm will be activated. So we verify that this thermostat sensor are working good. So we must need to put back everything, all cables, and start again the generator to continue doing a test of the alarm and shutdown. This is the switch from which we can select on remote or on the local. The selector switch are used to select whether you can start the generator on engine side or local or on remote. So we prefer to put it on local. So by putting it in local, we can start the generator on the engine control room. And in the engine control room, you must need to push the boot select. So the green LED light from auto will transfer to the manual. Then press the start and enter immediately. Because when you press the start and the time is elapsed without pressing the enter, the execute green orange light will not be activated, so you cannot start the generator. Once you do start, then press enter, the execute start orange light will be activated. Then the generator will establishing the voltage 450 volts, the frequency 60 hertz, the power factor of 0.85, and the kilowatt hour will be eliminated. Here I So, itutuloy natin mga kaibigan yung pagtitesting ng sensor. Punta na tayo sa fuel oil, inlet, low pressure alarm. Here I have generator 1, 709 RPM, generator 0 because not running, generator 3 is 722 from which we are performing alarm and shutdown testing. Inside of the box here, I have sets of pressure switch and pressure transmitters. This is a control air pressure switch with working pressure 0.7 to 0.9 megapascal or 7 to 9 bars. Low pressure alarm setting is 0.6 megapascal or 6 bar. Once the pressure drops by less than 0.6 bar, the alarm for control or air will be activated. To test the alarm, as you have seen, I close the valve and bleed off. This is stud bolt blind. Once you release the air on it, the alarm is immediately activated. To put in normal, tighten the stud bolt and open again the valve. And we are also doing a test on starting air. The normal value on tank is 1.5 to 3.0 megapascal or 15 bar to 30 bar. On the starting air motor, it requires 0.5 to 0.6 megapascal or 5 to 6 bar. Once you do test, you must need to close the valve, bleed off the blind stud bolt here. But during the test, I found this pressure switch are malfunction. So for me to do a test on it, I prepared to trace out the cable going to my terminal box, and from here I found two wires. So I'm going to remove one wire so I will be able to test the starting air alarm. By removing this one, immediately alarm will be activated. So we verified on here, going to the engine control room, alarm and monitoring, and panel, we will be able to test starting air alarm. And here I have another sensor. So After acknowledging the alarm, I just reconnect again the cable on starting air pressure switch sensor and proceed on another pressure transmitter. This pressure transmitter working pressure is 0.4 to 0.55. Then it has set low pressure alarm 2 to 2.5 bar or 0.20 to 0.25 bar. This is responsible to monitor the lubricating oil, engine inlet, filter outlet, and verified this lubricating low pressure alarm is also activated on the engine control room alarm and monitoring. So in here we can test also the overspeed trip by simulation. At engine control room, alarm and monitoring system can be done by inverting the normally closed normal to a normally closed alarm by changing or invert the no to yes. Once you invert it to yes, the overspeed trip alarm will be activated. But take note, you are no longer able to stop the engine when you do a simulation test for overspeed trip inside of the engine control room on alarm and monitoring system. No? Dito kayo pupunta sa Mimix. Pagpunta nyo dito sa Mimix, punta ka sa home. Home. Tapos sa Mimix. Tapos engine overview. Engine overview. Tapos G overview. Yan. Kung makikita nyo dyan, no? Meron tayo dito overspeed, no? Overspeed. Ito. So, click mo yan. Tapos punta ka dito sa mga parameter. In doing this, alarm parameters, just proceed on the alarm parameters. Alarm then alarm close. In here, you will find parameters. Then baba. This you must need to invert. On this inverse input, make yes. Once you tick yes, the alarm for overspeed trip will be activated. This is one way for you to test overspeed trip without shutting down the generator, which is running without load, running out of the bus bar. So because we are already done, we must need to put again the input into no, close, then acknowledge the alarm.
Balik sa no?
Ngayon, babalik natin yan sa low, no? Yan, tapos i-open natin. Then, extra lang natin. Then,
Balik.
i-acknowledge yun dito. Wala na yung alarm. May natutunan naman.
This here I have 720 RPM. Normally the overspeed set about 815 divided by 720 and multiply by 100. It has 113% on the engine rated speed. On ideal state, normally it is set by 110 to 115% over the engine rated RPM value. But here on board, we verified that overspeed trip is activated at 113%. To do test overspeed trip, you must need to remove the power wire on the governor motor and actuate the rotator on a fast direction to increase the actual engine speed from 720 up to 815 RPM. Little, you can do it gradually. Then you must pay attention on the speed that displays on RPM indicators and local tachometer on engine side cages. While monitoring it, let one crew on new with me is the third engineer rotating the rotator on a fast direction. So from 720 I have now 754 revolution per minute, increase by 769, 764, 767. As compared on generator 1 I have 720 rpm. We will wait until the revolution per minute will increase. Now I have 798, 795, 794. Now I have 811, 815. My overspeed prep was activated, so better to put mark on it for future testing. You will know and see here the overspeed prep are activated on my local control panel, and after doing a test on it, just restarted the generator, then remove the wire on it, then start again, bring back the RPM from 815, lower by 77, lower up to 720 revolution per minute. So we can proceed on another shutdown testing. This shutdown testing are the lubricating oil, but first we must need to put back the rated RPM about 720 revolution per minute. So guys, as you notice here, I have 740 rpm. Here is 720 revolution per minute as stated on my alternator nameplate. This alternator is 750 kilowatts. Now I have 723 revolution per minute. So on my local tachometer, you will see I have also 720. Those are the gauges from which parameters of your generator can be seen. So we can proceed now on the lubricating oil testing. Close the valve, lid off, then the generator low lubrication oil shutdown alarm will be triggered. Lubrication oil normally 4 to 5.5 bar, and it become activated at 0.2 to 0.25 megapascal. So we need to put everything as is. We can fix all the pressure transmitter, pressure switches, all terminal connections must be put in place. Original wiring as stated on a wiring diagram. So the generator are ready for use in the future once this standby generator are needed. So guys, that's it. We are here a list of alarm: the start failure, the overspeed, the central air pressure low alarm, start air pressure low alarm,
the lube oil pressure low alarm, the high temperature water, hot temperature high alarm, the low differential pressure switch filter, safety stop, safety fail. We have also here system power fail and emergency stop. So alternator also have UVW winding temperature, from which the working temperature is 63.4, 65.9, 65.2 degrees Celsius, with high temperature alarm set by 145 degrees. You can test it by removing the wire connection on the alternator side so that alarm will be activated. Alternator also have bearings, the BDD and BTN. The bearing TD, that is dead front, have 68.6 degrees Celsius. BTN, meaning end bearing side, have 49.9 degrees Celsius. High temperature alarm set by 80 degrees on BTD and 75 degrees Celsius on the BTN. So guys, that's it. I hope that you've learned additional knowledge on watching these vlogs. Please subscribe, like, and share all my technical videos which was I uploaded, so we can help aspiring electrician, engineers, ETO, ETR while on board. Subscribe na kayo, puro kayo nood. Hindi kayo nag-subscribe, puro na kayo nood.
Galit ah.
Ang hirap kaya mag-vlog, mga kaibigan, ang hirap mag-vlog. Ano ba yun? Tapos itong tao na to, nood na nood.
Pwede mag-like at pwede mag-subscribe.
Oo nga, lugi.
Logi ni gusto.
Kaya, mag-subscribe na kayo ha,
Oo.
para di mapagod yung
Kasi
kaibigan ko
tagal na to yung-
mag-upload ng mga technical videos.
Bata pa to, ano yung kaibigan ko, nag-vlog. Iya, may edad na, wala pa rin.
Wala pa rin sahod. Matanda na. Yan na. Yan na mga guys. Kaya mag-subscribe na kayo. Para nyo ng awa. Mag-subscribe na kayo. Sige na. Sige na. Mag-subscribe na kayo. Ay,
Oo.
mapapagod na kami ng
Gcash.
vlog. Wala na kami ipakikita mga
Magbigay ka lang ng Gcash. Pero, oo, para mag-subscribe lang.
Gusto nyo ba ng Gcash?
Oo.
Uy,
Yan.
ito mamibigay ng Gcash.
Di ba? May tira ka dyan.
Kita nyo? Ayan ang dagat namin ngayon. Ayun. Doon sa banda doon, meron barko. Ayan mga kaibigan, ang barko, container ship. No? At ang dagat, kung papagmamasdan nyo, napakaganda. Walang masyadong alon. Ayan, no? Malinis na malinis yung dagat. Hindi magagaspang ang alon, mga kaibigan. Blue water.